Today is my birthday. I mean, not as I'm making this video, but when I post the video, which is August 8th, I decided to draw an art piece for my birthday. But I have given myself the crazy idea to multiply by 4 and make 4 different art pieces for my birthday with different themes. And so, I've gotten so locked in when doing this that I even made boards just so I can perfect these ideas. I don't typically make boards for any art, so this is revolutionary for me. So now without further ado, let's get on to the video. Let me first go on to show the board I made which led up to this art piece. I put up 3 different artworks for this. I wanted to have more vibrant colors than from what I normally do. The main artwork that inspired me was this one by Vikasai. I also picked 2 Project Sakai cards I really liked, which didn't really help me much with choosing. The overall idea of the piece did end up helping me with outfit, which I quickly sketched an idea for, in which the bow didn't actually stay for the final results. For all these pieces, I want to make it something that I've been really wanting to draw but held myself back for unknown reasons. In this case, it is a vibrant nighttime piece, and the main inspiration is the one I'll mention most. I immediately went with drawing the background for this piece to begin with, since it was desperately wanting to bring the atmosphere together, and honestly, I should apply it to all of my processes at this point. I've also been going so hard on applying dots and rake brushes for extra textures. I like my art more when I do it, since it's make it stand out. I'm just going to say that the end results were really giving me this specific piece from Magic, which I absolutely adore, so I'm really glad it ended out that way in my opinion based on the colors. I've been developing another style as well, so you'll see a slightly different style in the next piece. I chose to make it 2 pieces from both styles to be equal, and so I can test stuff out with my style. I use more vibrant colors for lights and shading, so I clearly see where I apply the spots to, and then I recolor it. I also think that the thing that set the entire piece together was the gradient map. I used different blues and purple for the gradient map, then set the layer to overlay and change my opacity to my liking. I most use the decimal brush for extra texture, but in this one I do slightly use the thylacine brush. Both are on Procreate. I didn't want to try overly hard on making it look perfect. I only tried to bring it up to my liking, so any mistakes in these pieces I just shrugged past, since I only made it good enough for my liking, not for anyone else's. The white border was a last-minute decision, which I really like since it shows a separation between the character and the background. Okay, so for this one, although I didn't exactly expect to make it like this, I wanted to add small parts to the sea since my birthday is in the summer, although I prefer winter much more. Let's just show up the mood board. My sketch idea was absolutely more chaotic. There is much less thought I had for this piece. I decided to add 3 of my OCs into the piece as well, those being Spyro, Sherry, and Calypso. Actually, I made one of them share the same birthday as me, so make a guess in the comments. I gave them different outfits to match the summer beach theme. And also, it's quite obvious now whose birthday is the same as mine, hehe. I think my favorite part of this piece is the fishes on the pigtails. I did want to make things more simple in this piece, since I knew I was going to make a challenging piece. And by making things simple for the piece, and also much easier, the background in just plain white. This piece doesn't exactly turn out to be my favorite out of the 4, but I knew I was bound to have a piece I didn't like as I continue to develop my art. And also, I may not like it due to the fact it took littler time. But what I realized from this is that I should experiment different hairstyles on my Sona. I also give my Sona long pigtails for the next art piece, which there's a lot to go on about with that art piece, especially since it is the longest it took for me to have ever finished an art piece. One thing I find funny about this piece is that based on her color palette, I accidentally made her look like Dora in this piece, since she isn't wearing a bow on the back of her head. I should probably try and make full illustrations of these characters in their beach outfits since they're so cute. I also really like giving Sherry different hairstyles. For every drawing I have done for her, I have always tied her hair in a different way. I also did try to include small shading and rendering to the chibis, just so then the chibis don't feel out of place. This piece took absolutely the longest due to the amount of details I drew. Here is the mood board I had for this piece. The main inspo was a piece made by Proco Draws. I've been liking this concept for a while. I focused on drawing a claw machine since this piece was like an experimentation to me since I don't tend to draw much machinery. I also choose to draw my ox as the other plushies in the machine, whilst I made my Sona hold Miku, since that is the main and only comparison I've gotten. This will take a while, but I'll go to say which characters of mine I added to the piece. Neo, Unknown, Draga, Elise, Odo, Calypso, Jubilee, Vivian, Ariella, Iris, Pierce, Lucas, Fadwa, Manipula, Spyro, Callie, Cerise, Valentina, Hugh, Carmia, Side, Unity, Sora, Barry B, Lelo, Purple, and Peace. All these OCs are from a various amount of my stories. This isn't a half of my characters, or even a quarter of my characters. This piece absolutely killed me, since I was choosing which OC to even be in the piece and also where they will be in the piece, not to mention the fact that I tried to add many details on them and also trying to figure out how they'll fit as if they were really plushies in a machine. I will quickly note, I didn't actually make a mood board for the very last piece since I already had the idea in mind. I found that coloring metal was really fun with this piece. Only now, in the speed paint, is it starting to get to the monstrosity of drawing. Absolutely, all of these OCs. Now that we have gotten this far into the video, please comment a donut emoji. So now I definitely know you have gotten this far into the video. It's honestly hard for me to rant on for so long about this speed paint, but what I can say is that the most challenging thing with this piece was actually trying to make sure the layers didn't reach my limit. For the canvas I work at, I have a maximum of 22 layers and normally do not go past that limit yet. For this piece I did, but only at the end of the drawing when I was adding final details. Now I got that out the way, I won't ramble much further, so please enjoy the rest of the speed paint. blood warning for the last speed paint. Skip to this point of the video. As I said within the last speed paint, I didn't make a mood board for this piece since I already had the idea well in my mind. I wanted for blood to be spilling down from above, whilst it pours from the neck. I also knew that the colors didn't matter much since I wanted for it all to be in black and white. As long as I had the right kinds of values, I would be happy with the art. The last minute decision I had was the red eyes. So then at least the entire character was not under the grayscale. The pose was also a totally struggle to me since I only draw front and a 3/4 facing bodies frequently, but not a back view. Also, I found it odd to try and actually draw the hair all the way upside down. And also, I like how I have been experimenting for most of the art pieces here. For the video, it shows how I've been trying to develop the style. Here is all the artworks for the video. Let me know in the comments, which one of these do you like most? I'm glad I decided to make the video, and with that, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night.